Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for all things beauty, hair, fashion, and lifestyle. It's the girl, Lady M here, and in today's video, I'm coming to you with my first impressions, my review on Patrick Ta. So I picked up the new eyeshadow palette, Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette, and his eyeliners. So we're gonna be testing those out today, but maybe we're doing like a full face of Patrick Ta because I do have some other products of his that I didn't use. So today we're gonna get into everything Patrick Ta. Before we hop into the video, if you aren't already subscribed, what are you guys waiting on? Like, come on now, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. While you're there, make sure that you turn on the notification bell. That way you will be notified whenever I upload new videos. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this Patrick Ta moment, all right? Okay, so I'm gonna test out, well, today I'm using the new Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette, but I thought it would be great just to use all the Patrick Ta products that I have that I haven't used before. So in my haul video, I did haul the bronzer. It's called She's Chiseled. So I have that, and so I have my foundation on already. If I could figure out how to open this. And I'm trying this new, well, it's not a new concealer, but I'm trying a new concealer to me. It's the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Concealer. I like. But before I go in and set my face, I am going to go in with the cream version of this bronzer, and I'm using the same foundation brush. This is my Morphe brush, and yeah, do you see that? That is the cream version. Ooh, I don't, wait. I can see it, but I can't see it. Like, I'm confused. All right, well, it's there. So I'm just blending that out, testing out this bronzer today. Going back in with the bronzer for the other side. Like, okay, I do see it. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like barely but there. You know what I mean? But I see it. I feel like it's looking a little muddy, but nonetheless, let's just keep going. Because I am gonna go on top with the powder. And this is the darkest shade in the bronzer from Patrick Ta. I think it's this one is She's Chiseled. Yeah. So it's a cream contour and bronzer. So I'm going in with the contour shade. So I guess the contour shade is meant to give you that type of barely but there. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna go and set the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and I'll do swatches of all the products that I have, and then we'll get into the eye look, okay? All right, so I have a Patrick Ta blush as well. I have not used this. This is Do We Know Her? It is the peachy coral color, and I'm just gonna test this out. Oh, I don't think I like this color. It's like very peachy. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go in anyway, just blending it out. It's like a barely there kind of color, which probably will work for, I just want something, you know, simple. But yeah, it's giving me like that barely but there kind of vibe. You can't even see it, right? I will say it's very creamy. So it looks very good. And you know, when you layer products, your products tend to last longer. So then if I go in with the cream, the powder blush on top of this, then it's supposed to kind of make the product wear better. I guess with the powder, it does kind of show up now, because you can just kind of see the wash of color right there on my cheeks. So not bad, but definitely not what I was hoping for. But yeah, now I can see the color. And maybe when I add the bronzer, I'll get that nice kind of color that I'm looking for. But just off this, oh yeah, now it's looking very pretty. Nice peachy kind of color. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer part and see, using the same brush. And then now I'm just going to see, I'm just gonna focus that on the outer corner just to kind of see what it does out there. They all, okay. Okay. I definitely see it. And now that it is with the blush, can you guys see that? Yes. Okay. Ah, not too bad. Not gonna lie, y'all, I did not think this was going to work at all. But knowing how a lot of these bronzers work, you know, when you use a little bit more, I don't even want to call it luxury or high end, they're like barely but there. They're not gonna be like, you know, because you got to think, this is a makeup artist that created this, these products. And so you never really see models, unless it's something editorial, just when these makeup artists do makeup, it's always very subtle. It's always barely but there. And those actually photograph very well. So when you use their products, you cannot expect to have something that's gonna be like boom in your face, because that's not what they work with, you know what I mean? And so that's not what, you can't expect that from their line, because that's not how their makeup is. And if you ever look at Patrick Ta's makeup, it's always just, sometimes you do see like heavily contoured, you know, the blush, but I mean, look at their work. Their products are never gonna be that way. Okay, so let me get into the eyes. All right. Okay, so first up, I have the Patrick Ta eyeliners. I bought the 4 colors. It's a bronze, a brown, a black, and a cream. Y'all know I have been on the hunt for a new eyeliner because my Marc Jacobs liners are going bye-bye. So I bought these to test out to see if maybe this will be my new fave. And this is what the packaging looks like. Like, look at the top, how sleek the top is. So this is the rich brown. Y'all, that just glided across so nicely. And it's a twist up. So it's self-sharpening or gel. So that's the brown. This one is the black. I'm gonna just put that one on top. Oh wow, that is black. Like, that's black. Intense. This one is Precision Gel Liner. This one is the deep bronze. So I wonder if that's gonna be like a black brown, you know, like my Earthquake from Marc Jacobs. And then this one is the cream. Oh, the cream isn't so bad. That's not the shade name, but anyway, that's the colors there. the black is really intense, y'all, like for real, for real. Okay, so then we have the palette. And the palette is very unique because it does come with 2 cream shadows that you can use as a base. And another thing I like about the palette is look how flat that palette is. Like you can go all the way back, like nothing is stopping you. So the first shades in the palette is going to be the cream shades. So these 2 are creams. All the top rows are going to be shimmers. And then the bottom row has 4 mattes and then another like champagne color. I think that's perfect for the inner eye. So I'm just going to pick up these colors and I'm just gonna do some swatches. It's not gonna be in order. Wow, these are so pretty. So that's some of the shimmers. You guys, they may underperform here, but don't judge. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this deep bronze shade. And I really went in on that one. Look at that. And I'm just gonna switch hands and now we're gonna go in with the matte shades on the bottom. Not in any particular order. So those are the matte shades. Like I could kind of, obviously this one is like a nice transition color. You can't even really see it. That one right there, that's a transition color. And then I'm gonna do this light one on the bottom. Which hand? Ooh, that's that light. I don't know what that one is, that light one. And then let's take a look at the 2 cream shades. I'm gonna switch my hands. I'm like wiping my hands off here on a little mat. And I like that these cream shades are like dark. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that you have to worry about. So that one and then the darker one. So that top one right here is the second to lightest, and then that one right there is the darkest. So it's probably underwhelming to you guys, but knowing how a lot of these artist palettes are, they are going to perform with pigment when you put them on. Like again, like I mentioned, you don't want to go in too hard with too much. You kind of want to build up the color. So I personally prefer, I mean, I do like a good pigment, but I don't want it to be like too much because then, you know, you sit there having to do a lot of work trying to blend that out. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you in and we're gonna get into this eye look. Okay, so I'm gonna start by going in with the middle shade on the bottom row. So that is excluding the cream shade. I'm gonna start right here, and that is going to be my transition color. And I'm just gonna use the mirror from the palette. Has a really nice mirror in here too, guys. So I'm totally loving that. The mirror is literally like the full screen of full length of the palette. So that is pretty good. So just building up that color in the transition area. Ooh. So that is nice. And then got that nice. So just gonna give me a good transition. And then for the next shade, I'm gonna go in with the next shade, the third shade. Okay, so now I'm going in with the darker shade, which I would say is like the second darkest shade in the palette. And I'm just starting in the outer corner and just building that color right there in the outer corner. And then I'm going to drag it into the crease area. So it's not the darkest shade, but it is the second darkest shade. And I'm just using that to give me some dimension. Like, that is so pretty. Look at that. And this palette is definitely like a neutral palette, like, but it's like that neutral palette that's just like pretty. You know, I think he did a good job of mixing like cool and warm tones together. And I feel like you can wear, like, even on my skin, I could wear all the colors in the palette because you have those bases. And so if I wanted to wear like the light color, I would just go in with that cream base and then just literally put that color on top and I will be able to wear that color. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade. And when I go in with this shade, I'm literally only gonna put it right in the outer corner. Like just right there in my outer V area. Look at that. Whew, that is pigmented. Like exactly what I need. Still daytime appropriate without going like too smoky. And not sometimes when you going with this, you know, these types of shades, they end up going crazy, but this is good. So now, you know, like you have like a really dark shade that can kind of be like a black, but not really. It's like that nice black and brown shade. And you wouldn't even have known that looking at that. Like, I'm not really playing with the creams today, but I would be wanting to try those creams just to kind of see how they perform. All right, so got that. I'm gonna go in with the lid. Ooh, what am I gonna do? So now I'm gonna go in with the black liner. And this black is black. Like, that is black. And I'm gonna take my Sigma brush and I'm just going to kind of smudge that color out. And when I went in with my wipe to get these colors off my hands, they weren't going anywhere, y'all. So I don't know if they're waterproof or not. But anyway, I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade. And then I'm just going to use that to kind of set that dark color in place. But this looks so pretty. What I'll do is just go back in with that second shade and just blend that out. Perfect, look at that. That is nice. Okay, so I'm going in with the first shimmer shade that is next to the cream shade on the top. And I'm going to focus this right on the outer. Let's just bring it all the way in. I'll just put another color on top. Like, you guys, it's subtle, but I feel like it packs a punch. Yeah. And I'm just going in with like swiping motions and then just blending. Okay, let me try, see what my hands do. Okay. That's the hands. So nice bronze color. And the only thing I'm gonna do is get the dark color again and then just marry those two colors together in the outer corner like that. And then I'm gonna go in with the second shade and then I'm just going to layer that on top. Ooh. Wow. I like that. Look at that. So pretty. These shadows seem to look like they have like a little metallic something going on. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, so I'm back and I have completed the look And I love this neutral eye. Like, I do love color, but I love a good neutral eye. And this is just pretty. Like, I think this palette is perfect for somebody who like doing like bridal makeup, because it's just so soft, it's so pretty, it packs a punch, and you could just do simple everyday looks. They blended amazingly, no fallout. Like, even the shimmers, I mean, the shimmers probably look kind of like to you guys, but when you like look at it, like, look at that. Look at the amount of dimension in that. And that's 2 shimmers on the lid. The crease looks amazing. My inner corner, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this will photograph very well because of the like metallic glitter-ish. I don't really know how to describe those shimmers. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to photograph very well. The bronzer and the contour powder, I like. At first I didn't think it was really gonna work, but then I do kind of see the nice dimension that I have going on. Like, it's not gonna give me like that, you know, like that in your face type of contour. So that's why I'm saying like Patrick Ta's makeup is, you know, meant for somebody who doesn't really like to show, you know, like that oomph. It's basic, but it's like chic, it's elegant, like I like it. The blush also is pretty. I didn't really think that it was gonna show up, but the beauty of it is that you use the cream and then you put the powder on top. The cream alone, like, But now that I have the powder on top, and I didn't even go in with any highlighter, and I've been loving more and more cream products lately just because it just sits so beautifully on the skin. Look at that. I have like a glow without a glow. Like, I don't have any highlighter on, and I'm like, my skin is kind of glowing like as I'm looking at it. So I definitely love the products. They perform very well. For my lip, I did go in with another Patrick Ta lippy. I have it's called Oh She Single, and it's like a nude color. I use my Makeup Forever Limitless brown, and then I went in with his gloss called She's an Influencer, and it's just this nice shimmer. Let me just give you guys a swatch. It's almost like an iridescent kind of color. That's the color there. So it doesn't really have a nice color, but it just gave my lip like the perfect color. Anyway, guys, I really love this palette. This may be like my travel palette, I'm not gonna lie, because that dark brown color is dark. And I didn't even play with the cream shadow. So imagine if I was to put the cream down and then just go in with the darkest brown to get like that nice smoky eye kind of look, and then just light inner corner, like, yes. So this definitely may be my travel palette for sure because it has everything in it. The liners, oh my God. Amazing. I think that I may have found my new favorite eyeliners, and I just only use the one black, and it's really black. Like, it went black without like being black. So I totally am impressed with everything that I used today. And these are things that I'm gonna work into my rotation. So thank you guys for joining me in today's video. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Have you picked up anything from Patrick Ta? What are your favorite products? Like, let me know what you guys think about this look, okay? All right, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.